Alright, what I'm working on today is a 2002 Lexus ES300. What I'm going to be working on is I'm going to change out the filter for the air conditioner. Let's get it out of the bag and have a look at it. Alright, so this is what it looks like. This is a micro guard filter from O'Reilly, and even the factory filters have a little bit of a weakness on the sides where it curls up and lets air go by and doesn't filter. So we'll look at the one that there's the factory one and see how it looks. But this one here is from O'Reilly. It's a micro guard 3055. I usually get a factory or a Wix, but the way things are going today or lately, it's easier just to go to O'Reilly's and mess around at the dealer. So let's get this glove box pulled. What you got to do is pull the glove box, and you'll need some pliers. Keep this bag for the old filter. Set that one aside, don't smash it. But you'll need some pliers to grab those little doodads in the glove box. Two little black clips. So you pop this thing down and get all the glove box junk out of there. They're always full of no telling what. Oops, sorry about that. But that little clip right there needs to come out. I'll have to get it with the pliers, and I'm kind of watching this while I'm doing it, so don't get it too tight. That's a little too loose. Goodness. Get the pliers adjusted so they hold it, but I don't want to break it. Alright, so I got it, anyway, so you just turn this a little bit and it pops out like that. And it's easiest to do it with pliers. You do it without pliers, you're messing with it all day with your fingers. Alright, so once you get those two of them, there's two of them, there's one on each side. Just let this drop down. Now you can do this without removing it, but if you're worried about breaking things, just pop it loose and let it settle right there. Alright, so this is the filter box here. You just push the sides in. It comes out fairly easily. And there we are. There's our old filter. Let me get this thing out to a spot where we can look at it. Okay, so this looks like the original style filter, and it's a good filter. No doubt about it. Now, when they get really old, the edges come up. See how this edge is letting air bypass right there. So we don't like that. I'm gonna pop this little guy out of here. Probably takes two hands, I don't know. I'm not too worried about the old filter. The one that I'm concerned about getting in here without destroying is the new one. Okay. But you just kind of compress it a little bit, and if it matters to you a lot, you can wash that old one off. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The part about it that I don't want to do is I don't want to mess up this foam stuff. If you get it all wet, that foamy stuff on there will probably get all fried. This new filter does not have an orientation on there on which way it's supposed to go, but the way the old filter was installed, it was installed with these sides, these points facing down like that. And it's probably going to take two hands to put this thing in there. Yep. It's probably going to take two hands. Because you need to put it in there and compress this foam a little bit to get it past those tabs on this side. This is the tricky side, so let me have a look at that. Alright, well I got it in there, and you know you have to kind of smash it a little bit. You can see right here where it kind of got a little distorted from where I smashed it. But what I did is I pushed it in with my thumb and pulled out this part here a little bit, like that. And I did one at a time. I don't know how they expect you to do this. This one's a little tighter, but I pulled it out a little bit to get it to go in. And that's it. It's installed. The edges that face down go up into this corner here a little bit. They look like they're supposed to go that way, so. But yeah, this old filter is probably the original one, and it's nasty big time. It didn't have junk all falling out of it. That's why I keep the bag available, so that if it is full of crap, you can just set it in the bag inside the car before you try to take it out, because it just goes everywhere. But I had already taken this one out before and cleaned off the debris, but it didn't have much on there. But sometimes you get them out and then there's just a pile of leaves and stuff all stuck on top of it. So let's put this other one back in. Alright, so just kind of want to line it up as straight as possible. There's a couple of wires over here on this side that might have to get past, but it just goes in there and clicks in. I mean, there's not much to it. It has an orientation arrow for up right there. Not much to it. The glove box. Just set them tabs back on there like that. And this is a part that'll probably be the most frustrating for everybody, is putting these little pins back in there. You just have to line them up. That's why I use pliers like this. You just line them up and turn them. And it has a little rubberized pad. Okay? So when the glove box is open, and this is the stop, this rests on the stop area. This is the stop. I don't even know if I can do this, hold the camera and all that bit. Alright, so just going to want to stick it in the hole with the orientation, little slots. And I'm looking at it and it's difficult for me to see because I'm sitting way out here. You got to get the glove box up close enough so that when you do stick it in there, alright, well, I got the sunlight directly in my eyes right now, so I can't really tell, but that's what the problem was. But anyway, so you stick that little guy in there, and you have to have the door on the glove box closed enough so that you can stick that in and turn it. Okay?